can't go through life not progressing. You have to progress at all times. If you feel stagnant, that means you're going down. If you don't feel stagnant, that means you're going up. And it's up to you to choose. Everybody has a choice. This is why I say, like when people say, I don't have a choice to do this and that, you have a choice, bruv. You just don't have your eyes open enough to take the leap. Because if your eyes was open, you would take the leap. Now, if you don't take the leap, that means you have fear. Now you have to figure out why is that fear that's holding you back. And every single stage and every single level that you go up, you're going to have fear. But you have to conquer that fear and then pass it so you could go to the next level. That fear is just the devil talking into your head. And you have to be aware enough to figure out that is he talking in your head. But a lot of people don't have that voice in their head to see it. They don't have that internal wisdom or internal awareness to figure out, okay, that's the devil talking, that's negative, I have to cast that out. Because if I do that, I'm going to reach to my goal. If I don't do that, well, I'll just stay complacent. And that's what make people depressed. They just stay complacent. They stay complacent with the relationship. They stay complacent with the place they stay at. They stay complacent with the money that they have in their pocket. They stay complacent with their family. Like, they don't see the bigger picture. And it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. So this is what happens when you start eliminating distraction, which is like the internet stuff. But I don't really care about all of that. I mean, I don't really care to. I mean, I care to explain people about that, but most people won't understand it. And the people who don't understand it, they're just my competition. And if they're my competition and they drain themselves into entertainment, well, I win because they're not going to move forward. At the end of the day, I'll get what I want. At the end of the day, I'll reach where I want to before them. And only after you get to where you want to be at, they start listening to you. They're like, oh my God, what did you do? Well, I told you this since the beginning, bruv. Eliminate distractions, stay focused, work on one thing at a time. I mean, it's a whole formula. It's really a whole formula. And now every single day when you wake up, it's like you forget. It's like it's like a dream you forgot. You wake up and it restarts and you have to do the same thing over and over again. You just have to be smart enough and strong enough to keep on going. But yeah, that'll be the story of Manalo.
Jean-Marc Manalo.
John Mark Manalo. Everybody could be John Mark Manalo. If you have nothing, you could turn nothing into something. Jesus did it. Why can't you? Huh? Everybody have the power to do it. It's alchemy. You could turn nothing into something just by using your mind and then taking action. If somebody have a dream or a vision, you have to set the stones, the bricks, the steps in place to get to that goal. It's the same formula. You start from top down analysis. You start from the top, the summit, the goal. You know the direction and you head up. Keep your head down, head up. Don't look at the summit. You can't see it. The only thing you can see is the next step.
If you actually really think about it into the detail, you do start from something into something else.
Break it down.
Jesus turned water into wine.
Ah.
Manalo started by having the opportunity to leave. His curiosity ignited that spiral of change.
Yeah, that is true.
Curiosity that allowed him to get into a different environment from his own.
That's true.
To see that his world that he is in is not all that's there. There's more to his world.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
And that's
Once
that.
he realized that, he was like, whoa. So
So that means you agree with me that everybody has an opportunity, but it's the opportunity was so small that he didn't know that it would lead to that point. And that little opportunity was to see the people going down the mountain and following them to the city. That was the only little opportunity left for him to actually start off that road to success. All you just need is that little.
and checking out why people leaving. Why are people leaving the mountain?
Yeah.
What is down there?
It's in his head. It's been pumping in his head. Everybody has that voice in their head. Everybody has that voice. But a lot of people with social media and their family, they shut off that voice. Like, how did this guy get to that point? How did this guy get this fit? How did this guy looks like that? How did this girl do this? Like, all these questions. At the end of the day, if you really wanted it, you would find the answer because you can. All you gotta do is just follow, and then once you figure it out, you keep on going.
This is an example, a true story. Yeah? This is when we left the Philippines and we went to New Zealand. There's a lot of Filipinos that moved to New Zealand for work because it's better opportunity for them.
Yeah.
And one of the men, he said, when he went into New Zealand, he was surprised. He saw a bed and he was like, what is this? People supposed to sleep on that? On a bed? Wow, this is like a new life. All my life I had to sleep on the floor. I didn't even know beds existed. That's to tell you, if you never see something that you never experienced, your mind would never know because your mind never grasped that there was something beyond that.
Exactly. But the thing is, like, that, exactly, I agree with that. Like, if you don't see it, you can't know if it's possible or not. But life gives you so much opportunities for you to actually see. Like, even if like Manalo has no internet or anything, he's Manalo. Even if Manalo didn't see the city, he followed people to get to that point. And a lot of people know, like, they have so much opportunity in their hand, like the Gen Z or people with the internet. They have so much opportunities to see the world through the internet that they don't even go after it. They know so much stuff, but they don't go after it. And now they're just hurting themselves because you know this is possible. You know people have this. You know people could get this. You know people do this. But why don't you actually push to get it?
This is a problem, and I have a perfect example. A friend of mine, they told me that they had opportunity to get like a new job, but they had so many job propositions, an opportunity to work in that hospital or an opportunity to help out in elderly care. And the person was indecisive. The person was checking like, I don't know which one to choose. There's so many. And another opportunity on the internet that gave her what?
That gave her what?
So many opportunities, and now the person is like paralyzed with all the choices that they have.
Yeah.
You know, there's something that's called the choice paradox. I have to look into that.
What?
There's so much choice, like different choice paradox.
Yeah. Choice paradox. There's so many choices that you can't choose one, and then you become paralyzed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All of this shit is bullshit. Because even if you overstimulate yourself with so many choices, it comes back to the same thing. Is with the internet and everything is distraction. So the best thing to do is write down the whole choices that you have, right? And then you ask yourself, what would you like to have? The best one that you want.
Because they don't know what they want, they don't know their values, they don't know where they're going.
And the reason why is because they're distracted. But I can assure you that if that lady had to sit down in front of a piece of paper, she had to write down all her choices, and then she had to break it down and think. This is the main thing. Think about what she wants. She would see, oh, I like this. Oh, I don't really like this. Oh, I don't really like this. And she'll eliminate every single one. And you eliminate all the ones that you don't want, and then you keep the top 3. It's going to get harder and harder, but you have to keep the top 3 or the top 2. All right. And then once you figure that out, you head towards that and you forget about everything else. The reason why she has so much choices because she wants to do everything at the same time, but that's not how life is. You have to take one step at a time, So you choose your summit, you choose the top of the mountain, and then you figure out the steps to get to that top of the mountain. That's it.
That was a problem. The person was trying to find how can I work with this job and how can I work with that job at the same time because I like both of them. And because of that, they end up losing both.
Yeah, she gonna lose. That's how life works. You're going to lose both. Like you can't solve 2 masters.
You can't serve 2 masters.
Exactly. And that's what you have to
Luke chapter something.
And the Bible talks about it. Like it talks about all of this. Like even that lady experience, if she don't learn after this little mistake that she done, she gonna repeat the same mistake for the rest of her life. And this is why life is all about progression, because if she don't understand that every single time
that was an awakening for that person.
If she understood it.
That she was paralyzed because she didn't know what she wanted.
Yeah, but that's it. That wasn't that. I could assure you. How old was she?
26.
26. I could assure you, throughout her 26 years in her life, she had that issue for most of her life. That this happened recurrently for most of her life because where she want to be didn't happen in that current moment. That mean that mistake been happening most of the time, and it's only no she realized it. But if she looked back, it happened many times. It happened many times.
Yeah.
And this is why like people go to school, this is why people go to the military, people will go to different places is because they need somebody to set a schedule for them. But if they could take control of their life, they could make schedule for themselves to reach to a certain point. Imagine you had to punish yourself or reward yourself if you had to achieve something every single time on your time. You'd be a monster. But since people don't feel like they have the ability to do that, they submit themselves to a boss or a slave owner for them to call the shots for them. So it's true. I see it as slave owner. I see it as a slave owner. So if she don't understand that, it's over, bro. It's over.
Yeah.
It's all.
Here's something to tell you.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Uh.
You see, when you said Manny, you accidentally said Manny.
Yeah, I put myself in Manny's shoes.
Okay.
If Manny didn't.
One of the boys, John Mark Manalo.
Yeah.
One of the boys at the orphanage, his name was Manny.
Yeah.
His name was Manny.
Yeah.
And what he used to say, he couldn't really speak English much, but every time he would come out, he had attention issues. He'd say, "Hey, hey,
like a dog." Why?
So he wanted us to play with him. He would get a little bike sitting down, and he would be on the bike and say, "Push."
Just to play with him?
Yes. And apparently everyone says I have the best impression of Manny.
But
that's exactly how it's from.
How old was he?
I think 6 or 7.
You gotta tell him stop playing and make that money. I telling you, if I had a kid, bruh, I would have him on point, man. Like I would have. This is why I have to create. I have to create another product, a good product, so like it could tackle on every single difficulty that a human being goes through psychologically and mentally to get to the next. Yeah, basically, but it's to analyze everybody. Like everybody have different problems. Huh? But yeah, that's how you have to do it. But if nobody analyze them, who gonna analyze them for me? Like the government, I wouldn't let it down. But it's just basically to create a product so everybody who has different problems, it would solve the same issue. Like even if everybody have different problems, it comes back to the same root cause. And once you could figure out that root cause and you could like distribute it to many people as a solution, people are gonna be grateful for that because they're going to see an immediate change. So this is why I created the unforeseen knowledge. But like putting all of that into a product takes time. So that's what I've been working on for a while now. Even working on myself as well. It's like a process. It's crazy though. Having all that knowledge in your having all that knowledge in your head and trying to distribute it to teach it to other people, that's the hard part.
Yeah, that's true. You're ignoring mommy, man.
What she say?
She said, "What's up, Shane?"
Hey, how you doing, mom? She heard me before. She just wanted to hop on a call. Say hi to the stream. Both of you guys on the stream right now.
What stream?
I recording right now.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh look, now you change your whole.
I hope all this knowledge is helping you out.
Yeah, I'll edit it out and see how it goes. Because I have to
Edit it out? Are you serious?
not edit it out, like edit it better. But all of this is content. Like even talking about that is content. Like to us is normal to speak about it in our family, but like other people don't have other people to talk to like this. So if they listen to it, it's like it might help them in some type of way.